Good morning, everyone. Okay, thank you. Now I have everyone's attention. I think we're all here. I think we are all ready. It's really great to have a whole school event once in a while. There aren't many times where we all get together, and our fifth graders did such a great job with their Arbor Day celebration preparation that we want to make sure they have an excellent audience. So third and fourth grade, I bet you're ready to be an excellent audience, correct? That's good. So first of all, I want to welcome some very important people that came here as visitors to be part of our celebration. Tom O'Brien from the Conservation Commission. Thanks, Tom. And then Lavada Munoz from the Garden Club. Thank you, Lavada. And then Greg Thompson from our school committee. Thanks, Greg. And then William Fonseca from our school committee. Thanks, Greg. And Heather Brown from our central office, Director of Curriculum. And is Chief D'Alessio here? No, well, he's probably doing important police work, so I'm sure he's busy, but he did want to be here, so we wanted Chief D'Alessio here. But first of all, I want to thank Mrs. Grimes, all of your fifth grade teachers, Ms. Teig, Ms. Horan, all of the fifth grade students. They've been putting together a great celebration here, all about something that's very important to all of us, which is Arbor Day. So Arbor Day has a big, big importance for us, and that is all about trees and the environment, in the ecosystem, in ecology, in biomes, in the life cycle, in the water cycle. And all of these things that all of you have been learning from third grade to fourth grade to fifth grade in science, trees are an incredibly important part of that. And I know that we noticed something happened to our trees on the third grade side of the building that Emma Dolt is going to tell us about a little bit later. But what we need to do when trees get cut down, if they're sick or diseased or creating problems, we need to plant new ones. And we thank our Conservation Commission, our Garden Club, we thank Graziano Gardens. They have donated a maple tree, a red maple tree, for us to replant outside. And our Department of Public Works, our DPW, they're actually planting that right now, and it might be done. So if we have outdoor recess, you'll get to experience and see our newly planted tree. But all of the excitement and the science and the importance of trees, trees also play an important role besides just our lives and having us live, and the lives of little organisms and microorganisms and life in general. They also play an important experience in our lives. Many of us have experienced a beautiful view, beautiful sunsets, beautiful places on the earth, adventures, picnics, shade, protection from the sun. We've had great experiences where trees are the main character or essential character in those experiences. So I want everybody to think, you can close your eyes or not, we all take calm, deep breaths, and think about an experience in your life. Could have been fun, could have been an adventure, could have been peaceful, quiet, could have been a beautiful place or a vacation, where you remember something about a tree. Everybody think right now. I hope that thought made you happy. I hope it made you excited. I hope it was related to fun, maybe friends, maybe feelings of peacefulness, beauty. Trees are very important parts of our lives. I have some experiences that I want to share with you about trees. So one of them, I was probably in fifth grade, I was probably about 11 years old. In my neighborhood in New Bedford, Massachusetts, there was this tall, big green leaf maple tree. And the big green leaf maple is one of the tallest maples. It gets to almost 100 feet tall. And we used to climb that tree. I'm not saying to go home and climb the tallest trees in your neighborhoods, but this is what we did. We'd climb as high as we could in the tree to a part where it started to get a little wispy, but strong enough to hold our weight. and the wind would blow, and my friend and I, Jamie, we'd go back and forth, and smile. And we could see beyond New Bedford, Massachusetts, which was the city I grew up in, and we could see the suburbs of Acushnet. And I remember us wanting to climb that tree and say, hey, let's go see what's happening in Acushnet. And we would climb that big green maple tree. And then as I grew older, I had great experiences in life. I had traveling experiences in places of new destinations and new adventures. And one place I traveled to had a sound like this. This is just like teaching. You have to be patient with technology. I had it, now it ended. We'll get there. Does anybody want to guess what that sound is? Brendan? A monkey. I would love to go around and ask everybody what they thought that sound was, but I don't have time. We have a whole performance. That sound comes from Australia. And when I first heard that sound, I was with a bunch of Australians, and we call Australians Aussies. And I said, there are monkeys nearby. And the Australians laughed and laughed and laughed. And you know something about Australians? They have a nickname for everything. The Australians called all Americans Yankees. And then they would abbreviate the word Yankee with Yank. And they laughed and they laughed and they laughed and they said, silly Yank, there are no monkeys in Australia. And then I laughed back at them and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed and I said, silly Aussie, there are no Yankees in Boston, Massachusetts. Well, that is a sound of a kookaburra. And a kookaburra is a bird. So when you go home and you want to Google a new search and learn about the kookaburra, it begins with a K, it has two O's, and then it's a B-U-R-A, kookaburra. And there's a song about a kookaburra because kookaburras live in gum trees. And it's a kid song, and you may have heard this, and it comes from Australia. And it sounds like this. Miss Tig and Miss Horan will probably fail me in music class, but I'm going to sing it. It is, kookaburra sitting on an old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops it can see. Laugh, kookaburra, save some gum for thee. Okay. Right? And that, gumdrops don't grow in gum trees, but it's a fun kid's song. And then I'm going to play you one more sound. You guys ready? See if my technology cooperates a little better. You guys know that? Raise your hand quietly, raise your hand. Julian, do you know that? It sounds like a what? A gutter. Well, it's an animal. It's an animal. Keely, you know that? A frog. Well, I'll tell you what. Brendan's first guess was correct. That's a monkey. That is a howler monkey. And they live in this other place that I lived in called Bolivia. And Bolivia has great rainforests. The reason why this is important to Arbor Day is the howler monkey lives in my favorite tree of all. It doesn't live there, but it likes to be there. It's called the Toborochi tree. The Toborochi has this big, fat, huge trunk like it's pregnant. And then it goes up and narrows at the top. And then the canopy of the Tobonochi tree goes way, 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 way out wide. Widest canopy of all the trees I've ever seen. The howler monkey likes it on the very end of that canopy of tree because it doesn't like its predators, of course. And jaguars are very good climbers. And jaguars can't climb up to the very ends of the Tobonochi tree because they're so wide and the branches get so narrow. And that's where you hear the howler monkeys. So I wanted to give you a few experiences I've had with trees and their importance. I hope you have some adventures, some fun, and some peacefulness around trees of your own in life. And I want to call up our chorus to sing our Star-Spangled Banner, and everyone could please quietly stand up. And we're probably going to sing in a 5 countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody could please get quiet because we're going to call up Jessica to start our day.
Welcome to the Mapleshade Arbor Day celebration. Have you ever wondered who invented Arbor Day or what is Arbor Day? Well, you're about to find out the answers. Arbor Day dates back to the early 1870s in Nebraska. A journalist named J. Sterling Morton moved there and planted trees and shrubs to protect the desolate plain. He proposed a day for all to plant trees in their community. His idea grew into a national day to celebrate trees. It is estimated that 1.2 million trees are planted all across the U.S. on Arbor Day. You can do something to help the trees on Arbor Day. You can do something as little as water a plant or plant a tree and make sure to take care of it every day. Arbor Day only comes around once a year, so make sure to celebrate it with cheer.
Danielle Davis. Today I'm going to be telling you why you should plant a tree. They give us shade. Have you ever gone outside and thought, wow, it's really hot out? And you wanted some shade. Well, if you plant a tree, it will grow. If you take care of the tree, you'll have a nice shady spot to relax on those really hot days. They give us oxygen so we can breathe and then live. They can live for a long time if they are taken care of. You could also climb the tree for a fun activity outside. While you're planting a tree, you can have a lot of fun while you're doing it. Even though it takes a lot of work and it can be very therapeutic for some people, you can also make really good friends while doing it. Planting trees can prevent erosion. Also, if you want to have a hangout like a treehouse, you would have to plant a tree first. They also make the world a more beautiful place. Most of the animals in the world live in trees. If there's no trees, you'll never see any birds or other animals outside a lot. Trees can give us fruits, vegetables, and nuts for us to eat. The tree's leaves can be made into medicine to make you feel better. Trees give us so much. Thank you for listening. Have a great day and plant a tree.
Thanks for coming today. First, we want to thank the East Long Meadow Conservation Commission for donating a tree to our school every year to plant. Many of the trees are already starting to provide shade. Unfortunately, we have recently lost many of our trees here at school due to disease and poor conditions for growth. We had to cut them down. Luckily, this year they have chosen to donate a red maple, which we will be planting in the 3rd grade wing to replace the ones that were cut down. We also want to thank the Garden Club for giving a Douglas fir sapling to each 5th grader. We are looking forward to planting these beautiful plants at our home in celebration of Arbor Day. Ms. Coffey will tell us more about them.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. There are a lot of you at this school. You fill the room. I'm Ms. Coffey, and I belong to East Long Meadow Garden Club. And yesterday, there were 12 of us, and we prepared 300 of these Douglas fir saplings to be given out to the school children here and at Mountain View School. This is kind of thinking of this as a baby or a toddler. And I know if you have younger brothers and sisters at home or cousins, you realize that a baby and a toddler needs extra special care. They're just starting out. So when you get your sapling, those of you that are going to take them home today, you want to put them maybe in a protected area in your garden. And then after a couple years, this is going to get pretty big and it's going to have to be moved where it has lots of room to grow. This little sapling will be taller than if you took this room and stacked the same height room on top of it. So 2 heights of this room, 60 to 70 feet tall. And as far as being wide, if I put it in the middle of the students sitting on the floor over there, it would probably give shade to almost everyone that is sitting on this floor. So it's going to be quite a mighty, sturdy tree. So you don't want to plant it too close to your house, or it might push your house a little bit out of the way so it can grow. So when you get them, they're in a bag with some soil and water, and on the outside of the bag, it will give you all the instructions on how to take care of it. Thank you, guys.
Hey.
Thank you everyone that came out today to help us celebrate.